How many of you have felt like our reality is becoming unstable or is beginning to fracture? Everything that holds our world together, everything that has seemed to be steady, consistent, everything that is expected, does it seem as though the very fabric of our reality is degenerating or breaking down? If we explore the idea of timeline instability, right, where linear time, the steady, predictable progression from past to present to future, may be breaking down. There have been reports of events occurring out of order, people experiencing sudden memory inconsistencies. People are remembering things that didn't happen to them, or it seems as though their memory has been replaced with something else. All of this raises the question of, are we witnessing true changes in the world around us, or are our minds struggling to process a reality that is no longer consistent? Now, I recently talked about glitch zones, and to define this, reality glitches are moments where the environment or events deviate from expected patterns. Timeline glitches occur when events appear out of sequence. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's dramatic, but it leaves people confused or disoriented. It can make minutes feel like hours or hours feel like seconds. And this is interesting because there are people who feel as though time is speeding up. Many of us have a sense of time when it comes to certain tasks. We typically have an understanding of how long it takes to do a particular thing. But the timing on just daily tasks seems to be off. What about multiple people remembering the same situation differently? Is the reality we thought was solid been quietly rewriting itself around us? Not really a common question to ask until people start to notice it. Probably one of the most talked about examples of reality anomalies is the Mandela effect, right? Time slips and sudden temporal jumps represent another class of phenomena. Actually, I might as well tell you about time branching. We see many things in nature that branch off, right? Rivers, blood vessels, trees, etc. Well, what if time worked the same way? So, the trunk would be the present timeline. The trunk of the tree represents the timeline we experience as our main reality. It's solid, it's familiar, and it has a certain familiar flow of events. The life you've lived up to this moment. Everything feels linear here. Cause leads to effect, and yesterday leads to today. The branches are like alternate possibilities. Every choice, every tiny variation in events can create a branch. These branches are alternate timelines, worlds where a different decision, accident, or chance occurrence leads to a slightly or even drastically different reality. One branch might be nearly identical to ours, while another might be unrecognizable. Now, the leaves are the moments in each timeline. Each leaf is a single event within a timeline. The leaves on one branch might look similar to those on another, but subtle differences accumulate, creating divergence over time. Now, the cracks between branches, these are the glitches or crossovers. Sometimes branches grow close together or even touch. When this happens, reality can bleed across branches. Memories might swap, events might feel out of order, or two people might recall the same moment differently because they're remembering different branches of the tree. These are your glitches or moments of timeline instability. Now, the root system is the source of possibility. So, beneath all this, the roots represent the fundamental potential of everything, the fabric of all possible timelines. It's invisible to us, but it's constantly feeding new branches into existence. So, if time were a tree, or like a tree, reality wouldn't be collapsing. It would be branching off endlessly and invisibly. Most of the time, we live on a single branch and never notice the others, but every so often, something happens that lets us catch a glimpse of a neighboring branch. And that's when things feel off. One of the most disorienting things about a fractured reality is memory bleed through and what some people call consciousness displacement. You see, people often recall events or details that don't match their current reality, so their past experiences become unreliable. Emotional memory with feelings tied to memories that may not have occurred in the present timeline. So think about it. Deja vu is a sensation of having experienced something before, which may support the idea of these cross-timeline interactions. So what you would end up with are traces of an experience from an alternate reality that lingers in the mind, and that then influences a person's perception and emotion in the current timeline. You know, folks, this breakdown of reality is discussed quite often in Scripture. In Genesis, it reads, "Let there be lights in the firmament for signs and for seasons and for days and years," right? Well, notice the order goes from signs to seasons to days, then years. And what this means is the heavens are governing time. So if that interface glitches, everything downstream does too. In the book of Luke, Jesus says, "There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars, and on the earth distress of nations with perplexity." And the word perplexity here matters. It means confusion without a visible cause. So we have signs in the heavens, human confusion, and then social instability. You see, it's not really fear, folks, because people are warned. What it is, it's confusion, because things stop behaving as expected. In the book of Joel, the sun shall be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and terrible day. And this right here is a visual event, almost like the color filters changing or light behaving incorrectly. But the point is, the sky will no longer match our expectations, like a display malfunction. Speaking of the sky destabilizing, in Isaiah, it reads that, "And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." Roll up like a scroll is a kind of rendering metaphor. In other words, it's ancient language for something being closed or folded up. Withdrawn might be a good way to put it. Not exploding, not falling, but being shut down or reset. The stars will fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken, right? I mean, stars don't literally fall, right? Everyone, even ancient people, knew that. It's the powers here, or structural forces. So this really isn't about meteors. That happens in other books and verses in the Bible. This is about the rules governing the heavens losing stability. The sky vanished like a scroll that is being rolled up. Again, same language, same idea. And see, the problems come because people's frame of reference collapses. Because if you mess with the sky and the sun, the moon and the stars, if those things suddenly change up on us, that means time changes up on us too. So back to the tree idea, if time branches like a tree, the heavens act like a global synchronization system that keeps branches aligned just enough for a shared experience. And the signs in the heavens could indicate that branches are drifting too far apart. I mean, signs are visible to everyone, but interpreted differently. And so that is followed by confusion, not clarity. You see, the Bible never says when the signs appear, the world ends. It says when the signs appear, that's when people realize something is wrong. Which means the signs are the moment awareness breaks through, and they are the notifications that the version of reality we're running on is no longer stable. Unfortunately, historically, humanity only notices this right before a major reconfiguration. Anyway, that's going to be all for now, and there is more to come. Please click the thumbs up button and like this video for me, folks. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Everyone have a great day or evening, and until next time, stay awake, stay aware, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all soon.